Good afternoon, race fans, and welcome to the Wild West Racing League TNR Design Truck Series. Race 13 of 17 races, the third race in the first round of the playoffs. Today we're at Chicagoland Speedway to do 70 laps. We have 8 playoff drivers: Justin Bell, Trey Smith, Dakota Henderson, Keith Ayers, James Napier, Tanner Ensign, Dylan Smith, and Will Moore. After today's race, we will be down to just 6. And on the out looking in is Dylan Smith and Will Moore. Will Moore doesn't look like has made the race today, so he will for sure be dropped. Dylan Smith looks like will need a win, or Tanner Ensign, James Napier, Keith Ayers, and Dakota Henderson, Trey Smith, and Justin Bell will move on. Justin Bell and Trey Smith both have victories, and so they will automatically be moved on to the second round of the playoffs. Let's see if we can find Dylan Smith and bring him into the broadcast booth. Hey, Dylan Smith, Barry Stevens in the broadcast booth. You got me.
Hey Barry, how you doing?
Doing good. Question for you. Looks like you're on the outside looking in as far as the playoffs go. You're going to need a win tonight to make it to the next round. What do you got for them, and what's your plan?
Well, I will say back in the official, they ran this track with the trucks in the official. I won quite a few races, so I'm feeling pretty good here tonight. Um, I think I got a lot of speed. I think I got some teammates that are willing to help me out, help me get there. So we'll see what happens.
Now,
Keep
no,
my head in it,
yeah. Now,
foot down.
knowing that this is a do or die race for you, do you get aggressive early, or do you have like a game plan to get yourself through the race and to the finish?
I think I'm gonna just calm down, feel it out, try and save my tires is what I'm gonna try and do.
Yeah. Okay.
Just try and have some better grip, and then I'll have better speed towards the end there. Because I'm not sure if this is if we're looking at a lot of cautions tonight, or if we're gonna just go green for most of the race. So just gonna kind of feel it out. I don't want to get too aggressive and burn my stuff up,
Okay.
and then not be able to run the wrong run.
I got you. All right, Dylan. I'll move you back down to Fearless Motorsports, and thanks for taking the time out
2 minute
of
left.
your day to talk to us up here in the broadcast booth.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Barry. Have a good night.
Thank you. Dylan Smith in the 48 machine. Okay, let's see if we can get Justin Bell. Let's see, where is Justin Bell? Justin Bell. He is in Ensign Motorsports. Let's bring up Justin Bell. Hey, Justin Bell, Barry Stevens in the broadcast booth. You got me.
How you doing, sir?
Doing good. How are you doing? How's the truck doing? And know that tonight for you is a race that you don't need to perform in, but I know you'd like to do well just for your team and for your self pride.
Yeah, to be honest, this race is just like any other race, to try to build that point standing against the back four here. But, we got some teammates that are in the battle here tonight. So going to kind of keep our head high, but try to stay out of everybody's way and hope that we can keep everybody clean and green and try to not bring home a junk up truck tonight.
Absolutely, I think that's probably what you're going to have to do. And I know that through the race being 70 laps, you're going to have strategy involved and to make wise choices throughout the race. Do you have a game plan going into today's race?
No, I haven't really raced much here, so, our game plan is kind of just adapt to the track before it adapts before we do. Try to watch where the line changes. If the line change happens, I'm thinking it's probably going to change about midway through the race. So I mean, maybe just try to see where we're at, see where we have to be, and hope we're there at the end.
Okay, Justin Bell and the number 8 machine, thanks for taking the time out to speak with us in the broadcast booth.
Thank you, sir.
You bet. All right, so we are now done with practice and we are getting ready to go qualifying. Now, for qualifying, let's go maybe inside cockpit, and we're inside Trey Smith's now. Remember, 2 laps the drivers get. So this is called their outlap. Now this is where Trey Smith and that number 1 Chevy, he's going to increase his speed as much as he can. And now he will take the start finish right there. This is a lap for speed that counts. He's taking a line right off the first groove.
Track temps up, it's now 84 Fahrenheit.
A little bit of wiggle as he comes up to the top, back down. Riding that white first groove.
Car behind us is just done
his
a
first time
30.12.
is a 30.11. He was faster in practice, but this is not a slow speed at all.
Car behind you is just done a 30.01.
And let's see where Trey
It's a new
Smith
quickest lap
ends
for
up.
James, 30.00.
Trey Smith will end up in about 5th place. Let's pull up Trey Smith into the broadcast booth.
I'm gonna bust his ass.
Hey,
Thanks,
Trey
Tony.
Smith.
Thank you.
Barry Stevens' broadcast booth. You got me.
Yes, sir. I got you, Barry.
Just watched you out there on that qualifying attempt, and it looks like you
It's a new
are
fast lap
in
for Dustin,
6th position right
29.94.
now. You had a 30.1, a little bit slower than your practice round. How did it go out there?
Yeah, it was really loose in practice, and we just were able to hold it where we needed it to be, right there on that bottom line. And when we went out for qualifying, it was just really tight. Gonna make some small adjustments and see what we can do with this Coca-Cola G Lightning Motorsports number 1 Chevy.
Well, Trey, you did well, and we look forward to watching you during the 70 laps here at Chicagoland. So good luck and congratulations on this top 6 so far.
Thanks, Barry. Appreciate it. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving, and get your popcorn ready because it's about to be a show.
Thank you. That's Trey Smith in the number 1 machine. Okay, we've got a couple of minutes. Let's see if we can get Dakota Henderson from Bumblebee Racing. Move him up.
Hunter of Steam on. That's not before
Hey.
we need to lower his ass.
Dakota Henderson.
Hey, how's it going?
Barry Stevenson broadcast.
How's it going,
booth.
man?
You got me.
Yes, sir. How's it going?
It's going well. How are you doing? You got a top 3 in qualifying. Got some speed in that truck tonight. What's your plan?
I just try to make it to the end. Just need a solid finish and try to get her dead. And I get a fork put it in instead.
Do you think do you have a plan going into this race, a strategy that you need to adhere to make yourself have a chance at the end?
I'd be mistake-free, top of the list, and I feel like getting on the pit road is going to be a challenge tonight. So if I can keep mistakes free and get on pit road pretty good, I feel like I should have a solid top 5, at least a chance at it.
Well, you're running 3rd in the playoffs right now, so you're probably solidly in unless you have something drastically bad happen to yourself. So with that in mind, congratulations on a top 3 tonight, and we look forward to watching you out there on the track.
Hey, man. Thank you.
You bet. That's Dakota Henderson, number 5 Chevrolet. And we are about done now. So our leader will be Justin Bell. Second is James Napier. Third is Dakota Henderson. Fourth is Timothy McDonald. Fifth is Tanner Ensign. Sixth is Michael Lovelace, followed by Trey Smith. Eighth is Scott Rush, then Pat Wilkinson. Dylan Smith is in your 10th position. Brighton Coleman, Stephen Ayers Jr., Keith Ayers, Brandon McKee, Gabriel Burke is your top 15. Max Cost, Ethan Farless, Zachary Zakovsky, Wayne Isbell, Jerome Cooper is your top 20. 21 and 22 is Gene Watkinson and Gary Wright. We're looking at the front row here. We see Justin Bell lined up side by side with James Napier in your front row. Your second row together is Dakota Henderson with Timothy McDonald. And your third row is Tanner Ensign with Michael Lovelace. Got some speedsters all up here.
70,
at the top.
your tires are cold. Let's get a little heat in them. This is a rolling start. The pace speed is 57 miles per hour.
All right. Getting ready to go green as the trucks are lined up side by side. The 8 of Justin Bell on the bottom and the 77 of James Napier on the top. Remember, Justin Bell already has a victory. So does Trey Smith, who's lined up 7th tonight. They are in no matter what. Our outsider is Dylan Smith. Does Dylan Smith have a victory in him? If he does, it would push out one of the other top contenders. Only 6 drivers of 8 can go through tonight. This is the last round, or the last race of the first round. And we are racing 8 on the bottom, 77 on top, side by side. 5 goes low on the bottom and is in second place. That's Dakota Henderson. James Napier on the top. Still, your leader is Justin Bell. Justin Bell, James Napier on the bottom. Can he make it stick? He's got the angle. That's the 77 of James Napier. Justin Bell will get credit for that lap. We're on lap 3 now. Side by side for the lead. Top 6 cars are all right together. 77 gets the nose out once again. 8 on the outside has a really good run and will continue to lead. See the 1 of Trey Smith go way up high by the wall. That's going to give him some huge momentum as he gets that engine wound all the way up. The 44 looks like he gets on the wall. That was not what he wanted to do at all. And the 5 of Dakota Henderson will get beside him. So the fight for first, Justin Bell, James Napier, and then behind them for third is Dakota Henderson, Tanner Ensign, Timothy McDonald, Dylan Smith, and Trey Smith. Oh, the 48. The 48. Oh, no. .48. Oh no, he did not put on his brakes. Oh, that really hurt. That 6, his engine is smoking. That is not good at all. James Napier crashed. Let's see what happened to James Napier. So we just had some bad crashes there. So in the back, just a little bit of frustration. Up front, though, it's Justin Bell. Justin Bell, James Napier is second. Dakota Henderson is third. Tanner Ensign is fourth. Trey Smith is fifth. Your top 10 is Timothy McDonald, Michael Lovelace, Scott Rush, Brighton Coleman, and Stephen Ayers Jr. Lights are still on the pace car. They're off now. So next time around, we'll be going green on lap 9. Well, that 48 of Dylan Smith did not need that accident at all. He was on the outside looking in, and now he is in 21st position. So he's still showing on the lead lap, but way, way back in 21st position. It's Dylan Smith. All right. Pace car is about ready to pull off. And it does. Justin Bell in the 8. Truck will... There we go. He gets a great jump. The 77's on the outside, the 5 on the bottom, right underneath the 8. 5 follows the 8. There's the 77 on the top, followed by the 44 of Tanner Ensign. So we are almost 3 wide now in the lead. Look at that. Justin Bell, Dakota Henderson, Trey Smith now up into third position. On the bottom, the 77 following the 5 of Dakota Henderson. So we are on lap 10 of 70. We can see Dakota Henderson doing his best on the outside to try to take over first position from Justin Bell. Justin Bell is liking that low line, while Dakota Henderson is definitely getting a very good run on that outside top line up against the wall. Justin Bell, Dakota Henderson, James Napier in third, Tanner Ensign in fourth, and fifth is Trey Smith. Trey Smith is backing up just a bit. He may have touched the outside wall. He's been running awfully close to that wall. And a look at the outside is Dakota Henderson with Justin Bell on the bottom, side by side. Man, this is exciting. Dakota Henderson now has the lead on the outside with Justin Bell on the bottom. They are side by side. They touched. Just traded a little bit of paint there. We see the 77 go to the bottom with the 8 of Justin Bell. And the 77 now moves up into second place, pushing the 8 all the way up into first place. The 5 fights back on the outside, remains in second place. That's Dakota Henderson. The third place car, James Napier, is on the outside, following behind the 5 of Dakota Henderson. Justin Bell, still our leader. Justin Bell does not need to win. He does not need a top 8. He does not need to finish this race. He has a victory. He's on to the next round. But he's showing his strength for the next round right here, right now, on lap 15. We see Dakota Henderson right on his bumper, giving Justin Bell an entire rearview mirror view of Dakota Henderson. Go back a little bit farther here. We see Dylan Smith now has moved all the way back up to fourth. So we need to keep an eye on him. Fourth place. And he's trying to get below the 77 for third. He was wrecked out not that long ago, and now here he is running right up front, knowing he needs a victory to move on to the next round. Here he is in third position, all the way to the very bottom. And moving to the very bottom. Oh, the 8, the 5 get into each other. They do not wreck. And the 48, smelling like a rose, all the way out to the front. Dylan Smith comes from a wrecked race truck to first place. 48, Dylan Smith. Second place, James Napier in the 77. Michael Lovelace is in third place. There's Dakota Henderson and Tanner Ensign look at this gaggle of trucks. There's a lot of racing going on right here. We go back up to the front. We see the 48 of Dylan Smith with a gap of over 1 second from James Napier. James Napier running in the 77, of course. And underneath him is the 68 of Michael Lovelace, trying now, and he will pass him on the bottom. Oh my. So James Napier and Michael Lovelace side by side on lap 20, coming to lap 21. Side by side still. Up front though, and farther away because of the fight behind him is Dylan Smith. Dylan Smith in the 48. He needs a victory to move into the next round. And this is his last chance. With a 2-second gap over Michael Lovelace. Then James Napier. Looks like they're done fighting for now. Allows Michael Lovelace to move into second position. Maybe Michael Lovelace has something for Dylan Smith. The gap is still 2 seconds. And there's Dakota Henderson and the 77 of James Napier fighting side by side. 5's on the bottom, 77 is on the top. 5 moves up to cover position and will ride behind. Now the 5 drops to the bottom again as the 77 takes the high line. Coming up on lap 25 of a total of 70. You're watching the Wild West Racing League at Chicagoland Speedway, a 1.5 mile track. Track temperature is 86 degrees. Stands, it's only 67 degrees with 10% humidity, cloudy skies, and 1 mile-an-hour breeze. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Fearless Broadcasting Network. I'm Barry Stevens. We're so glad you're here with us today. So the gap out front to Dylan Smith is over 1 second now to Michael Lovelace, where it was over 2 seconds. Today's Wild West Racing League race is sponsored by TNR Design Truck Series. If you have an idea for a paint job for your iRacing paints, contact TNR Designs. TNR Design Truck Series. Look for them up on Discord. Today at Chicagoland, having some great racing as we're watching Dylan Smith continue his lead of just under 1 second over Michael Lovelace, who's at the back in the frame right there. Michael Lovelace is definitely catching up. The gap is now 0.8 of a second. Look back a little farther. We see James Napier in third place. Fourth behind him is the 5 car of Dakota Henderson. Justin Bell is back in 5th place now. Ethan Farless is in 5th, I'm sorry. in that 28. That's a sharp-looking Fearless Motorsports. 28 Chevrolet of Ethan Farless, 5th place. Having a great run out here today. There's the 8 right behind him of Justin Bell in 6th position. Let's go back up front. We see the 48 has gotten onto the wall, and that's allowing on the outside. Michael Loveless will take the lead on the outside from the 48. The 48 got into the wall while we were looking back a little bit further. We just caught the tail end of that. That's heartbreaking for the 48. He needs this to be out front, this truck. So Dylan Smith in the Chevrolet will drop into 2nd place, and Michael Loveless in that number 68 Toyota is our new race leader. So the gap now is 0.7 of a second over Dylan Smith, and it looks like Dylan hit the wall again. Truck looks okay. Now that's definitely another hit. This truck must not be handling well at all, as we see the 5 of Dakota Henderson catching right up to him. See the view inside Dakota Henderson as he's coming into the pits. We see everybody coming into the pits. These are green flag stops. Dylan Smith is still out front now. Keith Ayers is in 2nd. There's the 44. So we see the 68 move out and the 51 moves out. Let's see, the 5 gets out in front of the 44. It gets out in front of the 69. There's the 1 of Trey Smith. There's the 04 machine of Scott Rush. And the 40 machine of Brighton Coleman. So Dylan Smith is now your leader. Keith Ayers is 2nd. Gary Wright is showing 3rd. 4th is Jerome Cooper, and 5th is Max Cost. These are the drivers that have not come in yet for their green flag pit stop. Now, they may be hoping that a caution comes out. If a caution were to come out, they could come in and get their 4 fresh Goodyears and their Sunoco racing fuel. The rest of the field would stay and remain a lap down if that were to happen. But if that doesn't happen, they are going slow compared to everybody else on fresh rubber. So we see Justin Bell. We see the 19 of Keith Ayers in 2nd. And the Coors Banquet Beer. There's 63 of Max Cost showing 3rd position. We see the 31, Brandon McKee. These trucks are faster because they've already stopped 4 tires. And we see our leader, Dylan Smith, coming down. He'll make his stop, as well as Keith Ayers, Max Cost. So all of the drivers who stayed out have now come in to the pits, and that looks like it's going to put Justin Bell into first place as they wrap around. Justin Bell is in first. Michael Loveless is in second. The gap is a half second. Well, it's a sharp-looking Redline Radio Wild Outlaw custom die-cast truck. Redline Radio is a podcast. They can be found on weekdays. Usually one episode each week is put out by Redline Radio. It's a podcast, can be found on Spotify. Redline Radio on Spotify. Justin Bell, Michael Loveless. The gap is about 0.8 of a second. There's James Napier in third. Dakota Henderson. Tanner Ensign. And behind him, Stephen Ayers Jr. And behind him is the 31, Brandon McKee. Dylan Smith is moved back into 8th position after his stop. Now he should have a few laps fresher tires and should be posting some pretty decent speeds here. The gap is such, though, that he may not be able to make up where he was at from before. We see him going around the 31 of Brandon McKee. So that moves him up into 7th position. There's Justin Bell, our race leader. Michael Loveless in 2nd place. A full 1 1/4 second gap, 1 1/4 seconds behind Justin Bell. Now, while these guys are racing, what's interesting to know is we have team standings and team points that are also happening at the same time as we have individual racers. And as we speak, our top 3 teams are Ensign Motorsports, 2nd is Bumblebee Racing, and 3rd is Fearless Motorsports. Those are our top 3 podium teams as we speak. We see the gap now is just under 1 second from Justin Bell to Michael Loveless. So he has closed it up just slightly. We are lap 45 of 70. 25 to go. One more time. Want to remind you that you're watching the Wild West Racing League on Sunday night at Chicagoland Speedway, brought to you by Fearless Broadcasting Network. I'm Barry Stevens. Tonight's sponsor is TNR Designs. This is the TNR Design Truck Series. TNR Design can paint your vehicle to whatever you'd like for iRacing. TNR Designs. Look them up on Discord. Chicagoland Speedway here, 1.5 mile oval. Some great racing happening. And here we are. Michael Loveless with Justin Bell. Michael Loveless has been fast all day. He's on the outside, and it looks like he's taking it. He's taking it away from Justin Bell. There's nothing Justin can do. He just moves in, tucks in behind him, and hopes that he's got some of the same speed that 68 machine of Michael Loveless has. That's your water wheel, Meals on Wheels, 68 of Michael Loveless. Water Wheel Foundation. We see the gap is a half a second to second place. We see James Napier back in third, alone. We see Dakota, and behind Dakota is Dylan Smith in the 48. So Dylan, who needs to have a victory to move on, finds himself in 5th place currently, although he has run up in P1. And he'll go past the 6, which is a lap car of Wayne Isbell. Gap is a full second to Justin Bell. We're under caution. Gene Watkinson. See what happened. Oh, the 19 and the 111. Not sure. Let's look at that again. The 111 is going really slow, and the 19 just probably has much fresher tires. That was Keith Ayers. Gene Watkinson. Let's see if we can speak with Gene from Ensign Motorsports. Hey, Gene Watkinson, Barry Stevens in the broadcast booth. You got me. Hey, Gene Watkinson, Barry Stevens in the broadcast booth. You got me. He may have trouble broadcasting back to us. Try one more time. Gene Watkinson, Barry Stevens in the broadcast booth. You got me. All right, well, we'll move him back down to Inside Motorsports. It's very frustrating when you get into any type of wreck, even more so when it's one that you didn't start. And the 111 may have been a little bit off pace, but boy, it hurts to be hurt like that. So as we come out under caution now, and everything is cycled through, Dylan Smith find ourselves in the lead. Ethan Farless should get that lap back. That's a really sharp looking truck by Ethan. But Dylan Smith should be our leader. Then Michael Loveless second, Justin Bell third, James Napier fourth, and Dakota Henderson fifth. 6th through 10th will be Tanner Ensign, Stephen Ayers Jr., Trey Smith, Max Cost, and Keith Ayers. 11th through 15th is Scott Rush, Gary Wright, Brandon McKee, Brighton Coleman, and Zachary Zukovsky. Last car on your lead lap is the 51 Toyota of Gabriel Burke. 17th through 22nd are all showing a lap down. So, what the question that is got to be on everybody's mind is, does the 48 have anything for the 68 who's lined up on his outside? We know how fast that 68's been. We're getting ready to find out, though, folks. Pace car is going to be pulling off right now. All right, let's go racing. 48. Look at him on the outside. Michael Lovelace gets a great jump, and the 8 on the bottom gets a great jump. We are 4 wide for first place. That's the 8, the 44, the 48, and the 77. Look at the 44 and the 8 on the bottom, and the 44 just shoots right up. Look at the 68, though. Michael Lovelace on the outside. Justin Bell on the bottom. Ends up out front over Michael Lovelace. Tanner Ensign moves into second in that 44 from the bottom. Lap 55, just 15 to go. Look at this cluster right back here. Dylan Smith in the 48. He is doing everything he can. He needs to win this race. He's being passed by everybody right now. Not sure what happened to him. Maybe he just needed to regroup. We'll go back out front, though, and we'll see Justin Bell. Is it possible for Justin Bell to have 2 victories in a 3-race span? I'll tell you what, he is showing the field that when it comes to the next round, he is not to be toyed with. This is a wheelman. That's their number 8, Justin Bell. Michael Lovelace in second place, 0.6 of a second, and right behind him is James Napier in the 77. Side by side, the 77 and the 68, that's for second position. Only bad thing about this fight is that's allowing Justin Bell to gain valuable distance and time. We are on lap 59, coming to lap 60 with 10 to go. So we look up front. The gap now is 0.8 of a second because of that battle behind them. Lap 59. Coming to lap 60, and we're there. 10 to go. Justin Bell continues to lead with Michael Lovelace second, James Napier third. Gap is down to 0.8 of a second to Michael Lovelace. And behind Michael Lovelace is James Napier. They are fighting for second position right here. Michael Loveless is not in the playoffs. He is just racing to prove he belongs. And he certainly does belong. Having some great runs here tonight. As the 77 moves down below the 68, that is for position. The 68 of Michael Loveless stays in second position. James Napier remains in third, and that's 77. Look at the 5 Dakota Henderson, though, in fourth. The gap is 0.8 of a second with 8 laps to go. Wild West Racing. Ride fast. Race free. Wild West Racing League. It's a great group of guys. Great league to be a part of, whether you want to watch on Sundays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or Saturdays, or you want to race. If you want to race, get on Discord. Talk to an admin. Love to have you. Wild West Racing League. Justin Bell still out front. 0.7 of a second. Michael Loveless has fought his way cleanly into second place now, with James Napier in third. Fourth on the inside is Dakota Henderson, who's fighting hard, trying to take it over from the 77 of James Napier. Lap 64. 6 to go. Justin Bell still out front with a gap of 0.8 of a second over Michael Loveless. Oh, we are under caution. Not sure why that brought out the caution. Well, let me tell you something. This changes everything. I think we're going to see everybody come down for I think we're going to see everybody come down pit lane when it's open next time around. Justin Bell had this race with a commanding lead. But then Michael Loveless, James Napier, they were all fighting. This is going to restack the field, and this just makes it so this is anybody's race. Wow. This is going to change everything. We don't have any takers. Thought for sure we'd have some of those takers, some of those leaders, but they're not going to do it. So Justin Bell will stay out front as we go into overtime. Michael Loveless will be second, James Napier third. Fourth is Dakota Henderson, and your fifth place truck is the Ford of Keith Ayers. 6th is the 44 Ford of Tanner Ensign. 7th is the Chevrolet of Stephen Ayers Jr. 8th is the Chevy of Gary Wright. 9th is the number 1 Chevrolet of Trey Smith. 10th is the Ford of Scott Rush. 11th is Brighton Coleman and his 40 Ford. Zachary Zukovsky is in the 140 Chevrolet. The 31 Chevy of Brandon McKee is next. 14th is Dylan Smith, and your top 15 is Gabriel Burke in the Toyota 51. So the lights are still on the pace car. Let's see. Where is the 48? Oh, he's all the way back in 14th place. So I think we probably are going to be able to say good night to Dylan Smith. It's a sad outcome. He really fought hard to make it into that next round. But 2 drivers have to drop. And so our 2 drivers that will drop will be Dylan Smith and Will Moore. Trucks are lining up, side by side, getting ready to go racing again. Lights are out on the pace car. We will be going green next time around for a 2-lap shootout here at Chicagoland. Brought to you by TNR Designs. You're watching the TNR Design Truck Series. Race 13. Last race of the playoffs, and here we go. Last 2 laps. Justin Bell on the bottom. The 68 of Michael Lovelace on top, side by side. The one gets a little loose, goes to the bottom. Eight on the bottom, takes the lead. 77 and the 68 are side by side. 77 and 68 in the 5, but right behind the 68. We are under caution again. Brandon McKee. Dylan Smith. Well, we missed that one. Well, Brandon McKee in the 31. That's a really hard way to go. You've run an entire race, and then you find yourself at the very end out. Michael Lovelace is our leader. He got around Justin Bell. Now, to Michael Lovelace, this is just a race for pride. And you could say the same thing for the 8 of Justin Bell. Justin already has a victory. So he is going on to the next round. For the 68 of Michael Lovelace, it's showing folks that next season, the 68, if he can make the qualifying amount of races, will be someone to watch out for. That's Michael Loveless in the 68 Toyota. The Water Wheel Foundation. Meals on Wheels. Trucks will split up side by side, which means we're going racing next time around. One thing these trucks need to be careful of is they are on old tires. So if they mash that pedal, they could very easily spin out. You're going to have to be very gentle coming onto the throttle initially. Getting ready. Michael Loveless on the outside. 8 of Justin Bell on the inside. Let's go racing one more time. Looks like we're clean. The 8 gets a good jump on the bottom and will take the lead, and the 77 follows him onto the bottom. 77 of James Napier. The 68's on the top. The 68 and the 77 touch. But the 5 is on the very high, and we are 3 wide coming into the turn. Justin Bell, 3 wide, 5. The 5, oh my gosh. Dakota Henderson, what a move on the outside to take over second position. We are on the white flag lap. This lap counts. Dakota Henderson, look at the run he's getting on the bottom. Oh my gosh, can he do something? Out of nowhere. Dakota Henderson, one more shot. Justin Bell, gonna block, goes to the bottom, and he'll take the victory. Justin Bell, followed by Dakota Henderson with a out of nowhere second place podium finish, and third is Michael Loveless. What an incredible race this was. Justin Bell, Dakota Henderson, Michael Loveless, James Napier, your 4th place, and 5th place was Tanner Ensign. Wow, folks. You've been watching racing here at Chicagoland, and what a race it has been. Let's bring up, let's see. Let's bring up our podium winners. Michael Loveless first. See if we can find Michael Loveless. There he is in Fearless Motorsports. Let's bring him up to the broadcast booth. Hey, Michael Loveless, Barry Stevens in the broadcast booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear.
Well, hey, how about that podium finish for you? I know it doesn't put you up into the playoffs. It doesn't do anything for you that way, but it does help your pride, and it shows your team points. And what do you got to say for yourself out there from today?
Yeah, I had a good truck. I was handling really good on the outside line. I had a really good truck for the long run. And so I was really banking on some longer runs because I was able to save quite a bit of tire up there and just make it. And so, yeah, I was really happy with the truck and gave it all I got and opened up the door at the end for Dakota, and Dakota snuck it in there for the second place.
Yes, he did. Out of nowhere, that 5 truck just came shooting through and definitely took a position there. Did you have to change your strategy throughout the race today, Michael, or did you kind of just play it on through to the end?
No, I always stayed true to my strategy, riding outside, saving those tires, really hoping for those longer runs. I know if they came that it would really pay off, and it did when we had them, but at the end it didn't come down to that, so it didn't matter.
Right. Well, before I let you go, do you have any shout outs you'd like to give?
Yeah, of course, the Water Wheel Foundation, Meals on Wheels, all the hardworking people out there, and just Fearless Motorsports as well.
Great.
And for you as well. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Michael, and we appreciate the time that you've taken to speak to me up in the broadcast booth. And I'll move you back down to Fearless Motorsports now.
Thank you.
Okay. Second place was Dakota Henderson. So let's find Dakota Henderson and move him into the broadcast booth. Hey, Dakota Henderson, Barry Stevens in the broadcast booth. You got me.
Yes, sir. How's it going, man?
It's going pretty good. Second place podium finish for you today. How did you do that, and how would you say was your strategy playing out? Did you have to make any changes?
Well, I figured we had a long green flag run was going to be it was going to be a tough one for me to get up there, but with that late race restart, it played it in my favor. I gave him a old warning shot that I'm here to play. So I tried my best to run this first place finish there at the end with that restart, but that's is what it is.
Well, we were just talking to Michael Lovelace, and you came shooting out of nowhere for the first time of the night to finish up in second place with that Hendrick Cars, HendrickCars.com truck, and just a brilliant finish. Before I let you go, though, I got to ask if you have any shout outs.
Yeah, I like to thank TNR Designs, Wild West Racing Series, and Fearless Broadcasting for their efforts and getting this to put together, and yeah, and thank y'all for competing.
Okay, Dakota Henderson and the number 5 Chevrolet. I'll move you back down to the waiting room, and from there you can go to where you'd like to.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for taking the time to speak with us in the broadcast booth. Okay, and our last but not least is Justin Bell. Let's move Justin Bell up into the broadcast booth. Justin Bell, this is Barry Stevens in the broadcast booth. You got me.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well. 2 wins in 3 races is making a statement for the second round of the playoffs, is it not?
You can say that. It absolutely is. I feel like we're on a roll here on this YO Outlaw Diecast, Redland Radio, Enzyme Motorsports team. I can't say enough with these guys. They've given me a bad truck, and this week, we've switched to Team Conti Sim Performance Setups. Huge shout out to Michael Conti and their builders over there on what they do. I can't give them a big enough shout out for what they do for the truck setups. Man, it has been lights out difference since we started using them, and I can't say enough. Maybe my secret's out and all, but this is one heck of a truck we had tonight.
Let me ask you a question. Did you have to make any changes to your strategy as the race evolved, or did you stay with your game plan?
We made an adjustment there at the end of at the midpoint of the race, and then we had that little second green run, and we found that the adjustment really turned our truck sideways, and we didn't want that, and we went back to where we were at, and it brought the truck alive again once the track kind of warmed up a little bit, and it was on it, and I was wrapping that bottom was really easy. Nobody else could kind of wrap that bottom, but I was getting a little tight there at the end of the run, so kind of glad the run ended when it did.
Sure, yeah, that makes sense. Before I let you go, do you have any shout-outs?
Yeah, Tanner Enzyme, YO Outlaw Diecast, he's on the side of the truck. He made all the paints for this truck, made my Grey Ghost truck. This is one of the cleanest trucks I've ever had. Redland Radio with Trey Smith, he's on Spotify, anywhere you can find your podcast. Team Conti, Sim Performance, they are, again, top-notch. Absolutely amazing. My wife, my kids, can't thank them enough for what they do. You at Fearless Broadcasting, you guys do a great job week in, week out, getting us broadcasted on YouTube, and we can't thank you guys enough for that. And just my team, my kids, and I'm ready to go for a championship here.
Well, you are in the next round, and you are a two-time winner in the first round. So you are, I am sure, everybody knows that you're coming and that you've got something for them. I'm going to let you go, but I want to say thank you so much for taking the time to speak to me up in the broadcast booth.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, sir.
You bet. That was Justin Bell in the 8 machine. Okay, so before we go tonight, let's go back and remember that you're watching the Wild West Racing League, brought to you by the TNR Designs. This is the TNR Designs Truck Series tonight. TNR Designs can take any idea you have and paint it for you on iRacing. You were watching race 13. This was the last race of the first round, meaning Dylan Smith has dropped out and Will Moore has dropped out. Now in our second round, we have Justin Bell, Trey Smith, Dakota Henderson, Keith Ayers, James Napier, and Tanner Ensign. They will all vie for 3 more races, and then we will have 2 more drop out, leaving just 4 for our final race. For today's victory and today's racing, we want to say thank you for taking your time. We know you have choices, and we are so thankful that you chose Wild West Racing League and Fearless Broadcasting Network. For Wild West Racing League and Fearless Broadcasting, I'm Barry Stevens saying thank you. Have a great day, and we'll see you same time next week. Bye-bye.